Hi, I'm Peter Mallouk. Welcome to 1,000 Miles from Wall Street. I'm here with Brad Johnston in Minnesota. We're going to see your clients tonight. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, hi, Peter. Thanks for coming. I'm enjoying the opportunity to speak with you for a few minutes before we meet our mutual clients.
And a lot of those clients are business owners. When you built your practice largely working with those folks, they have a lot of unique issues, a lot of considerations they've got to think about. What are some of those things that you have noticed they have in common that they have to face?
Right. Well, I was attracted to working with executives and family business owners, family businesses, because of the need for decision-making, the pressures on their time, and the complexity of the situations that they confronted. Obviously, some places family starts and business stops, or family stops and business starts, but they overlap quite a bit, and that brings a lot of complexity. So I enjoyed that a lot as I had a family business of my own, with my own registered investment advisory, and I found that in you and I coming together with creative planning and the Johnston Group, I found so many tools now that we could really help deliver a solution to businesses and family businesses and executives by delivering comfort, convenience, and peace of mind by first of all, giving them more time. Right. Our process condenses this, very simplifies the ability for them to interact with us as a financial professional, and then we're able to deliver the services of tax, investment management, legal advice, benefits consulting, all of that just through one relationship. So they don't have to schedule 4, 5, 6 different appointments, and they don't have to lose continuity in the conversations as they go from one person to the other. So I thought that was really a critical value add, and I found that to be true with working with clients since we've come together.
Yeah, I found that early in my career that business owners are desperate for time and they're desperate for solid advice, and they don't want to feel the burden of carrying that information from one advisor to another. My dad was a small business owner. He was a physician that practices on his own. And what inspired me to get in the profession was him telling me how stressed out he was, having to figure out everything, kind of from scratch, when he went from a lawyer to a CPA to somebody to talk about his payroll. And really, a lot of creative is trying to create an environment where business owner or not, you can get those pieces to come together.
Yeah, I make the analogy, I made this before, and I even make it more so today. Here in Minnesota, we have in Rochester, Minnesota, the Mayo Clinic, and I really feel that creative planning offers the Mayo model for economic well-being. That in fact, the reason people go to Mayo is for convenience, but they also go there because they know the subject matter expertise which they need in a wide-ranging number of issues is there, and there's redundancy in that expertise. So convenience and expertise, and the other thing that they like about Mayo is its process and its timeliness and responsiveness. That you go to Mayo, you get a file, and you'll be analyzed, and you'll have met everybody who looked at that information within a 24 to 48-hour period. In many respects, creative planning has those same attributes when we visit a client, especially in the Kansas City market where so many of your subject matter experts exist. But even out in the field, we can bring a lot of focus to a client situation. I would just say in a 360-degree manner.
One of the things I've noticed is we've really focused on process. Like, how do we take a client, whether they're one of the 1,000 clients in California or someone in New York or Florida or wherever, how do we make sure they go through a process to uncover all of those needs and then get all that information to specialists in an easy to understand way? And what's interesting about that is it almost, someone might say, oh, well, everyone's going through the same process. It's just a cookie cutter. Well, that's what you want from your doctor or your lawyer. You want to make sure there's a process that uncovers everything. What you want is you want the solutions to be tailored to you, and you want it to be coming from somebody who's incredibly competent. But when you go to the Mayo Clinic, you want to know that everyone's not doing something different, that they've got a process in place to make sure they uncover what your problem is and how best to handle it. And that's a big part of how we try to serve people all over the country, is having a process that we're constantly improving and sharing those best practices so that no matter where a client comes in, they benefit from the knowledge of everyone in the firm. Right.
I definitely agree with that, and I think we are the future of financial advising, that the industry has come out of a transactional model, and we are very much far ahead in the consultative model and earning the respect and trust of our clients.
Yeah, look forward to meeting a lot of those tonight for the first time.
Yeah, thanks for
Brad.
the time.
Take care.
Bye.
This commentary is provided for general information purposes only and should not be construed as investment, tax, or legal advice. Past performance of any market results is no assurance of future performance. The information contained herein has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable but is not guaranteed.